What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Just Kidding channel. So today, as you can tell by the title of this video, I have to replace my clutch. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using an street strip clutch or ACT and a SPEC Aluminum Flywheel. So you can see the two right here. We're going to get into it real quick. So with the flywheel, it does have a removable surface. So the next time I'm doing my clutch, I can just unbolt this, rebolt the new one, and we're good to go. So with the ACT clutch, comes with a clutch alignment tool, comes with a release bearing or throwout bearing. I also got rear main seal from Faction. This is the pilot bushing. This is the clutch itself, and the pressure plate is right there. So this clutch is rated for I think it's like 375 to 400 foot-pounds of torque, which is way more than enough. I'm not going to be running E85, so I'm not going to be getting that much power. So I'm probably going to be around 300 to like 350 range. So we're going to get the car up in the air and we're going to get started. I'm lucky Ryan pulled up to help me out. He's on the phone right now, his bum ass. And let's just get this done. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm going to remove the shifter so it doesn't get messed up when I'm trying to, well, I mean, we don't get snagged on it when I'm trying to remove it. So let's get this out. I really like this shift now though. Smooth, it fits in your hand. Anyways, let's cut these zip ties and then get this shift boot off. Alright, I'm ready, regretting this, but I have to disconnect the battery, then remove the bolts for the starter, then disconnect the bell housing bolts and drive shaft bolts, pull the drive shaft out, disconnect the subframe. Well, I mean, yeah, the trans frame, I forgot whatever that's called. I have to disconnect that. Ryan's disconnecting the shifter now. The slave and the harness, and then I should be able to try and start pulling it out. Alright, so it is now the next day, and I know I didn't film anything because we did not get much done. So we tried to get the trans out. We disconnected the drive shaft, the wiring, the bell housing, the slave cylinder, the shifter, and the trans just didn't want to come out. So I'm gonna try again today to see if I can get it out. I expected this to be a few day thing because I don't have the means to just pull the trans easily. So we're gonna continue. I don't know how well you can see this, but that is the bottom of the trans, and it should come down, but it's not. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm gonna try to figure it out today. Alright, so Ryan and I got the trans out. He brought back an idea that I had originally of just dropping the subframe. I was mad reluctant to do it, but we did it and it worked.
That's 2 bolts, bro.
It was 4 bolts.
What's the difference?
But anyways, because it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get back in. That's the difference. But
really?
If we get the trans on and then we bolt it back up, I think that'll make it easier. You know? Yeah. But anyways, so yeah.
If we get the trans on.
Still talking negative now. Yeah, anyways, so we're gonna remove this pressure plate, the clutch, and the flywheel, and then we'll replace it with new parts. Hold on. I might be able to get it. I got it.
That's it.
Someone said.
What?
Alright, so this is actually the stock flywheel for the car. I basically resurfaced it and I just kept it in the car. But yeah, it is what it is. Sorry about the LED light. This is the new SPEC clutch, flywheel right here. I do have to use like some brake cleaner to clean off the surface, and then I'll be free to install it. For some reason, it came with a pilot bushing, but the pilot bushing is in the flywheel of this one. I'm not sure if that'll fit in the flywheel of that one, or I have to actually put it in the motor. So that's it's pretty interesting. Anyways, you can see like the heat marks and stuff like that when I was using this flywheel, because you know, the amount of clutch kicks I was doing really put a toll on this. Same goes with the clutch. I guess, you know, the amount of is very smooth surface. I mean, it's not clamped, but it's pretty smooth both. And it's shiny too, so you see how shiny it is. Anyways, I will be all in with the new, right? So this flywheel, I do want to weigh it, see how much it weighs, and then because this flywheel is still very heavy, but this definitely weighs a lot more.
You already surfaced this and it's nice.
Alright, so my timeline on these videos is kind of messed up because, I mean, this has been going on for a few days, and as you can tell by the mud, it rained. So that means I've had the ability to get the trans back in. So that's the only thing stopping this car from getting back on the road. As you guys know, I put in the flywheel, the clutch, and the pressure plate. Now I just need to get the trans back in so I can bolt everything back up. I had to drop the subframe in the front a little bit in order to get the trans out because it was really not trying to come out. So yeah, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to put like a tarp down on the ground, and just so I don't get wet, try to see if I can unbolt the trans mount and get the trans out, because if I do it that way, I might be able to try to put the trans in upside down and then twist it into position before it goes on the dowel pins. And if I can do that, I'll be grateful. Only other thing I can think of is, since the subframe is down, try to see if I can put it in forward. The only thing with that is the subframe is down, so I don't know if that's gonna make it more difficult for me to get the 4 subframe bolts back in when I need to. So yeah, I'm just gonna change my clothes, put some work clothes on, and then get to it. It's a little bit chilly out here, so hopefully I survive this. Right, so I didn't want to pay to get the throwout bearing out, so I actually bought a little press, It's a Harbor Freight 6-ton press. I got the old throwout bearing out, pressed a new one on. Now I'm just gonna put this lube up I'll put some lubrication on the input shaft, get this on the fork, and then I'm gonna try to get the tranny in. Okay, honestly, I don't know how long this is taking me, but I just got to get this trans in. So I don't know what happened, but last night I was missing the subframe bolts, the subframe nuts, so I had to just call it a day. It was extremely dark and I couldn't see anything, so hopefully I can find them soon, get the subframe bolts back in, take the transmission mount off, and try to see if I can put the transmission in upside down, then rotate it to the right position. So once I find those bolts, you guys, I'll pick the camera back up and we'll go from there. All right, so you guys know everything I do on my car I do by myself. This is by far the worst thing I've had to do on the car, period. I've put the engine and trans in by myself. I did the subframe bushings by myself. Like, all of this stuff I did by myself. Like, and I actually needed help for this. I'm not doing this again. All right, so the car is, I guess, almost on the ground. It's on some wood because that's the only way I can raise it, and it's a little low. But anyways, I don't know, I feel like there's too much wheel gap in the front right now. I don't know what's up with that, but anyways, maybe because it's on a hill or angle. But anyways, like I said before, by far the worst thing I have ever had to do in this car was do that clutch. Next time I do it, I'm gonna pull the engine because it was horrible. Right now I'm just waiting on tranny fluid, and that's about it. So realistically, I can still start it. I mean, I could get like auto trans fluid and put it in there for the time being, just to drive it around. But I don't want to have to get under there and drain it again to put the good oil in there. So I'm just gonna let it sit. It comes in on Saturday. Today's Thursday. I have Joe this weekend, so by the time I make it home Saturday, all I have to do is dump however many I need inside, and I should be able to start putting in those miles. I'm hoping this clutch feels different. I might have to adjust the pedal because it grabs super high before, and I don't like that. I want it to grab like in the middle. So yeah, I feel like I'm already talking too much, but yeah. Alright, so I wanted to do this same video in my 240, just so I can tell you guys what I think about how it feels. But the roof was leaking water like really bad, and it was raining extremely hard. I took the car out to Queens so I can put some miles on that clutch, and it was probably one of the sketchiest things I've ever done. I mean, I've driven in the rain with no heat before, and it is horrible. You would have thought I would have learned from the first time, but I really wanted to put miles on that clutch so I could get the car retuned, so I can make it for the Halloween track day, but I can't take the car out. The seat is soaking wet. I really need to get that roof fixed, but the clutch feels really good. It grabs nice. The flywheel, it does feel more responsive having the aluminum flywheel in there. It also, what I noticed, I mean, this is kind of weird for me to even say, but what I noticed was when I turn off the car, it'll take a little while for it to, like, for the car to stop spinning. So like you turn it off, it'll like, with this, I turn it off and it just turns off. Like I turn it off, it stops automatically. So that's one thing I noticed. I mean, you guys wouldn't notice that because you don't drive the car. Another thing that I noticed is it does feel, like I was saying, responsive. It does feel like peppier. Like when I try to get on the throttle, it wants to go, which I'm very excited about, because you know, when your throttle response is better, you know, it makes it easier for you to modulate the throttle pedal in drift and stuff like that. So that's another benefit. The car feels a lot smoother. While I had the turbo out from the last video, I did the solid steering shaft bushing, so it doesn't, my steering wheel does not vibrate at all. Like before, it used to vibrate crazy. It doesn't vibrate at all. So that's another good thing. As a whole, the car just feels really good. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see me, but I don't want to make this too long. So just please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. I appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully the next video up would be the retune or the drift event, maybe even the digital dash. Hopefully I can get Cleo to help me out while I'm doing the retune, and then the video after that will be the drift video.